Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, sad day. Today is the day the 23 Harley Davidson CVO Street Glide has got to go. That's right, guys. Dropping the Harley Davidson CVO off at Harley Davidson for service. Not getting a new bike, not selling the bike, getting service done. It's the 5,000 mile service. I'm actually a little bit over. I got like 5,100 miles on it right now. There's a couple safety recalls on it too. It's a first model year, right, at 23. So you're expected some recalls and stuff, but they'll get me taken care of. Unfortunately, it looks like they're gonna have the bike for about 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm getting Skyline update, the amp update, the recall, but the delay is actually just because they're so far out, and I had to drive an hour in just to drop it off. But luckily, I've got the Ducati, right? So, and lots going on right now, so not a big deal. Drop it off here, let them take care of it. The good folks here at Bumpus Harley Davidson Memphis. All right, let's get on the road and we'll talk a little bit more. Ooh, I got a big old dent right there in my head from that Harley Davidson hat, don't I? It's red right there. Yeah, dropping the Harley Davidson off to get serviced. It's gonna be a couple weeks. While I'm waiting, I need to go to Lowe's to pick up a bunch more electrical supplies. Hopefully you saw today's video of how I was wrong and you were right, and I had to correct it. That was pretty crazy. I did that Spider-Man move across the trench there, and of course got just muddy mess. Oh my gosh. Of course, I eventually got it taken care of, got in there, corrected some things inside the power shed that you had recommended. And so guys, keep the feedback on both RidgeLife and RidgeLife Ramblings and RidgeLife's reviews and how-tos. Just keep it real, right? Tell me how you feel. But keep it civil, right? Don't talk about wives, girlfriends, mothers, people's looks, people's weight. That's just not nice. But when I do something stupid, of course, talk about all you want. All right, so let's go ahead and get out. I got the trailer on here. I gotta be careful. Why did I drop it off with a trailer instead of ride it up here? Well, a couple reasons. One, it was already on the trailer from Meredith, right? From the Steel Horse Rally, which was amazing. So I already had it on the trailer, and I just left it over there on Meredith on the trailer, and then took the trailer off and went back to the Ridge, did all the work this week. And then when I was at Meredith for the live last night, I picked it up and dropping it off today. Another reason is if you drive it up here and drop it off and they're gonna keep it for 2 weeks, how do you get home? Meredith don't work anywhere near here, and it would be an hour trip for Grandma Carol to come up here, or a 45-minute trip probably. So that's why I didn't ride the bike up to get service. Okay. Yeah, so the video that was out today, really fun. That was a really fun video, a little bit different than that you've normally seen. You've been seeing me do a lot of wiring and stuff. I did a little bit at the end, right? But of course the sump pump and the spider monkey across the trenches and all that stuff. And I even had a little time lapse in there. I haven't been doing time lapses and music at all recently, because I just keeping it work. I mean, a lot of people don't like hearing the music. They want to just watch, talk, and work. And time lapses. Some time lapses can be really cool sometimes when you see a lot of work being done. I did it for the trench there, and I thought that was pretty cool as the rain was coming down and everything. This next video I got coming out Saturday does not have any music nor time lapses. It is work, and it is not really, well, it's still some in the power shed, but it's a different location this time. So that should be a little more interesting, a little different location, a little different scenario. But it's all in preparation to get the rough-in inspection for the off-grid solar. And I can't wait till that is 100% complete. Still making preparations for getting the off-grid barn house going. You know, I want to basically hit the ground running. As soon as I finish the solar, I can go straight into that. So I did contact Honest Abe, and I just sent them a big old chunk of money to help with the heavy timbers and the SIPs. I'll have them come out and give me some contractor support and technical support for getting up the big heavy timbers that support the house and the SIP wall, especially the second story SIP walls, getting the trusses flown in and put in place, because right now I don't even have the trusses here. They're mono trusses for the sides, right? So all that big stuff that I would have to rent equipment for and get a crew here, you know, drive all the way across Arkansas, or, you know, I'm just going to get some contractors and they can help pop it out pretty quickly. And I'll get some really, really good videos for it. Of course, I'm putting windows in, and I'm doing subfloor and electrical, plumbing, HVAC, windows, interior walls, siding, all that stuff you'll see me do. The roof metal, I'm definitely gonna have somebody do that. They'll let me help them, that'd be great, but roof metal, not my thing. Nope, not doing roof metal. Some of the HVAC stuff, I might have to have some assistance with. You know, I'm not gonna pump it down and do all that stuff. You know, I don't have the equipment for it, and I really don't want to press Mike with having to come over and everything. So, not a big deal. I'll get that. But apparently HVAC costs a lot now. It's crazy how expensive it is. But the weather is finally cleared up. You saw when I unloaded the bike, the skies are blue, and it is 71 degrees outside. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. As soon as I get home from Lowe's, I'm going to be jumping back, working on the ridge. This time working a mixture of outside and inside. When the weather's nice, I know it's still a muddy mess out there, so I really can't get out too far. But when the weather's nice like this, you work outside as much as possible, because it's supposed to rain again coming next week. Looks like, might be speaking a little prematurely, Meredith and I may be going out of town. Can't really say what for right now, but we may be going out of town. Actually, we may be going out of town twice. Yeah, we'll see what that's about coming up pretty soon. I fed the animals and everything before we left today. The animals doing great. I will tell a funny story, real quick one. Went out to feed the animals, went over to feed the donkeys, and in the pasture between the donkeys and the cows and the horses, the fence was down. You know, Meredith has that vinyl fencing stuff, you know, and it's just, you can just push it down with your hand. The planks come right out of the 4x4 vinyl posts. Well, I was walking up to the donkey pasture, and the horse pasture, cow pasture, had 3 panels down. Basically, you could just walk into the horse pasture. The bottom one was at an angle, the top 2 were completely down. And normally that would mean the cows would be out. Mooney and especially Winnie would be out. Well, apparently the no fence is working, because they didn't get out. They had no escape. And the horses, as long as you feed them, they'll stay inside. You stop feeding the horses, they'll like do like Reese did that one day, and they'll want to come out. That's the problem sometimes, is whenever I'm over at Meredith's and I leave in the morning, I'll feed in the morning. So that day's feed is taking place, and then They don't feed that evening when they come in. They get up and go to school in the dark, and the next morning they come back to feed in the evening, and it had been, oh gosh, they don't, it'd been a day and a half since you fed, and the animals sometimes so that's why sometimes Meredith comes home from work and she'll just go out and feed a bale of hay or something just to tide them over. Otherwise they'll break out. But now that we got the no fence, it seems like the cows, we've only had one escape. We only had one escape, and that was of course Winnie, and we'll see how that goes. I think she's learned her lesson, hopefully. Not learned a lesson that she can escape, but learned a lesson that she doesn't need to escape, because apparently it shocked her a few times. I mean, I'm not laughing at her. I mean, I'm just laughing at it. Got her. It taught her a lesson, hopefully. Let's see here. So that, and then Monday, trying to get a video done for Monday. That'll be what I do this weekend before I head over to Meredith. Well, today and tomorrow. And that's going to be pretty interesting. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to complete it, whether I want to. That's why I'm going to Lowe's right now to get some more materials. So whatever materials I can find at Lowe's determines which job I do next. That's true. Looks like diesel's $5.09 a gallon here, with unleaded being $4.09 a gallon. We were paying like $5.50 a gallon some places for diesel, in the F-250, and that's just crazy, because it was $3 a gallon just before the Iran war, right? And it's jumped up $2 a gallon, but hopefully it comes down a little bit. I'd like to see $3 diesel again, that's for sure. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's little video of taking the 23 Harley Davidson CVO Street Glide in for service. Little updates I gave you, and there'll be a lot more coming soon. I do appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are just the nicest, awesome, most awesome viewers around, and I appreciate every single one of you. So if you did like today's video, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of our channels. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo!